On? Here? Who's here? What do we got? 0 viewers. Awesome. That's amazing. Let me go to Discord. Am I even coming through? Let me see. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, that's cool. Let's make sure I'm less phasey. You can play now. Oh boy. Oh my god. Where's my headphones? I could use those. Oh my god, Alex here. What's good? Where's my tea? Oh, it's still hot. Fuck that. Not doing that. Oh my god, Eli's here? Equus X. Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Crunchy, I'm sorry. Let me uncrunch. I'm removing some of the crunch right now. The crunch should be less. Yeah, those levels look tamer. And give me a second, I'm having a bit of a dilemma here. I can't find the adapter that makes the headphones I have fit into the thing they need to plug into. So, I actually cannot hear the stream right now. So please give me a minute. This is gonna be like a grab bag bullshit, like... It's 2019. This is the High Case retrospective. High Case is on hiatus for a year. Jacqueline is not. Jacqueline is live. Jacqueline is ascending. And I'm just down here looking for a goddamn adapter. God damn it. There's gotta be something. Come on. Happy New Year! I got it. Don't worry. Also, Spoonie, okay, wait. I didn't check my messages. I said I like him to stream, and I didn't check. I didn't know if you were gonna, like, come down or if you're still, like, doing dishes or whatever. So I guess you're not now because you're on the stream. Oh my god. I'm your? Are you? Fuck, I am. Okay. Where's the, how do I make me big? There's me. What's good? I'm here. Welcome to the stream. It's not 2/7/2018. I was gonna change that. It is 1/2/19. And it's a Wednesday. Let's set that to Wumbo real quick. There we go. Alright. So, welcome Spoonie, welcome Alec, welcome Eli. I already said hi to all of you. I'm 7 minutes into, like, appearing. I finally have headphones. Happy New Year. A stark contrast from last year, I can feel it. I feel, okay. Last year felt really cloudy. This year feels really clear. There's a lot of stuff that just makes a bunch of sense going into this year, and I love it. That's the general vibe I'm getting. I could tell a whole story about that. Spoonie's still working on my persona laughing along with salad, apparently. I want to see that. I want to see where you're at. Yeah, we went through a portal. It was crazy. And we went out the other side, and then, like, literally, like, a dream vision of mine came true. We walked up to a pier, and I was like, I just feel so confident with my connection to nature. Like, this huge fucking, like, wave just whoosh. And I was like, I'm gonna go up to the end of the pier. And me, and Spoonie and Jared stood at the end of the pier, and this huge fucking wave splashed up. And I, like, fucking jumped up and down. And I was totally fucking dry. I, like, turned around to fucking Haley, like, holy shit! And I looked, I was like, I'm fucking dry! This is turkey. I'm sorry. It's a turkey stick. It's like a expensive all-natural Slim Jim made of turkey meat, basically. Free-range turkey snack sticks. No nitrates added. It's by Nick Sticks. There's a health food store right across the street from here. Oh. It won't take that long. I was just kind of, like, trying to hint at, like, you should hang. But also, eating that whole ass turkey steak is all ass food. The hell? I was halfway done with it when I got through the stream. Or, but when I got on stream, so. There's fucking Jared's voice in the back. Okay, I'll come down with the fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. For begging you. Oh, right after the fucking wave thing happened, Jared got fucking soaked, and he was, like, stoked on it, so, you know. Right after that happened, we turned around, we started walking back, and it starts snowing immediately. Like, we have, like, a quick back and forth, and then, boop, it's snowing. And so, like, you know, like, fucking someone says one thing, and then someone says another thing, and, like, it's snowing. It was, like... For me, it was a matter of, like, turning my head one direction and then the other direction to, like, see the conversation. And suddenly it was snowing, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So, New Year's was a crazy, crazy time. We also went around a labyrinth and found, like, a light-up star. I'm not gonna get too far into the weeds. But it was crazy. I got a feeling, it's only up from here, yeah. Holy shit. So, basically a bunch of shit just sort of, like, lined up, like, perfectly, over New Year's and New Year's Eve. It was crazy. Also, is the back door open? I will make sure it is now. Got that confidence that comes from burning fears. I got a feeling on the first day of the year. The sun is setting, but the dawn's a new premiere. I got a feeling it's only up from here. It's only up from here. I got a feeling that it's only up from here. God. You're a national treasure. Thank you. Like America specifically? Oh my god. It's open. Oh yeah, I've been, God, I like baited a better compliment out of you. That's bad. I'm sorry. Because I'm from the UK. Oh shit. Yeah, I've been just like mostly taking I took most of the time between like Christmas and New Year's to like just lay around and clean. And that was, if I wasn't working on launch shit, that's what I was doing. I'm just eating. I'm sorry. I've had nothing but like half of it's salad all day. Okay. I think that'll do me calorie-wise. I'm only like fucking 90 pounds. Alright. So. Man, I'm just getting distracted by my own music here. Let's quiet that down. Let's make the screen bigger here because I want. Oh, that's not what I want. Here's what I want. So High End Case is good. Is, you know, like act one basically of High End Case is done. That's over with. Like I don't know who the fuck Case is. I don't know who the fuck Case will be next time around. But basically, I'm at like a really interesting place in my life where a bunch of shit has just sort of, like I'm free. Like here's the thing, my Tumblrs are gone. They're gone. My Tumblrs are gone. They're just gone. Like I can log in. My icon is like not even pixelated or blurred out. It's just made default. I can't change anything. They're not telling me that there's any posts I need to delete. It's just gone. You know, the old Ask Carcat voice shit is still up. But a lot of the old other shit, you know, that had to do with my blog or my brand or whatever the fuck on Tumblr, like, that's just, there's no... Hello. I'm talking about how Tumblr's dead and I'm free.
You're free.
I'm free. Free is my first name.
Open up the chat on this side. Hooray!
This tea's so hot.
So I can ban everyone.
Yeah. Spoonie is here.
Hello, fam.
Oh my god. So, basically... Keep going. Let's do a High End Case retrospective. Let me tell you about some of this shit. Where it came from. What was going through my life at the time. I cannot... I just keep clicking Chrome here, like expecting something to happen. It's not happening. There we go. New window. Three viewers. Let's put this on, here.
My tablet on top of this toolbox. Or whatever this is. It looks like a toolbox. Do you need me to boost you?
like Twitter? Wait, I can add an image. Haha. Alright. 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 So, there's 3 of you. I wish I could do like a you know, show of hands, how do you know me? Like, kind of thing. But, there's not many people in the chat. Either way. Equius X, I imagine that you've read Homestuck.
No, that's just their name.
Or is that just your name?
That's just their name.
Or were you born with that name?
Yeah. My name is
God.
Equius X.
Equius X.
This is my child, Equius X.
Imagine having the last name X. And then naming your child Equius. Yes, of course. Okay. But, I'm a filthy Homestuck in 2019, but I would be perfectly okay with my name being Equius. Oh my god. Well, I'm a Sagittarius, so there you go. I appreciate. Weird horse dude. There's a weird horse dude that, is, I guess, popular, and, I see him every, MFF I go to. I bump into him. I'm like, hey. And it's weird because he's like a weird horse furry, and it's a furry convention. I'm just like...
Oh yeah, you wanted to see this.
Yeah! Oh my god. Let me fly off frame here for a second. Oh my god. That's adorable. It's gonna be the first Telegram sticker of my persona. I'm just gonna send it to all my friends. Like
Just
right away.
Just use it all the time.
Oh my god.
Somebody says something
That's my
funny.
only emotion now.
Yeah.
Until I am provided more.
You're only laughing alone with salad.
Yeah. So Spoonie has been playing around with like sticker designs for some chat clients, and they drew my persona laughing alone with salad.
Yeah.
And I was doing that earlier today. There was a point where I was like, something that was on like whatever I was watching, like genuinely made me like lose it, and I realized I was laughing alone with salad. I was like, fuck my life. Oh no! It's like it's like a Telegram stickers.
They're
Oh my
like,
god! Oh my god! I can't wait! Oh boy! Oh boy!
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
So, case in point, I've been fuck. So before I showed up to the Homestuck fandom ever, I was a furry. And like it was weird because I had Homestuck was my life for a short. It's still like sort of, I feel like has some like you know, like the hooks are gone, but the wounds are still there from where they like, you know, it's a strange. But really, I was only in the fandom making content for about 3 years steadily, and then I sort of came back to do some shit to be jokey. And so it's really weird. I really like Homestuck as a comic, and as an IP. You can't fight the Homestuck. Oh boy, do I know. So here's some fandom history. I started in February 2012. I started posting Homestuck shit. I actually no that I was posting homesick shit in 2011, but in 2011 like I wasn't voice acting. I was just posting shit on my own blog, or on my own blog. But I started an in-character blog as Carcat back in fucking 2012, and then one of the first posts on it got reblogged by Kylie Henke. Like before I took any, it was just like a hey, I'm taking questions, like, and that blew up, and so I didn't expect to have so many questions to choose from when I started, and then it was crazy because I just started with this like, oh my god, I will never be able to catch up, and like fucking, so there was like 3 years of my life that was that, you know, I met a lot of cool other voice actors. There were a lot of other people that started doing like voice-centric Ask blogs when it used to be like an art thing. There were a couple people who were writers that I saw do Ask blogs, and it was like a weird it was like a weird like isolated simulacrum of like content creation, and suddenly all like I knew a bunch of people who were like just voice actors and like just characters as like people in their own right, and so I met a bunch of cool people, and then like you know, like I don't talk to most of the people that I met through the Homestuck fandom. I met a couple cool people, and then like after, you know, sort of being jaded to like, I tried to start going to the anime convention scene and doing that whole thing. I couldn't. I just socially completely incompatible with how I am as a person. And then randomly, like one of my friends has me like fucking pays for me to go to a furry convention, and then that's just been my life ever since. And I sunk back into the furry fandom, which is basically where I spent most of my time before Homestuck. And what's interesting about High M Case is that it sort of started right after I was getting disillusioned with, like, you know, doing fandom shit, and there's the year that So Far was being made, the year that Self I Can Keep was being made, and the year that Here were being made were very fast and very different. And I just want to give you guys a perspective on where I'm at, and why I'm moving on to different stuff, and why I've pretty much said all I can say in this like format, I guess. People still do cosplay TikToks to your Carcat voice to this day? What? TikTok? I don't even know what that social media is. I've heard of it. What the fuck is TikTok?
It's like a Vine. What was the other one? The other one was Musical.ly. That was it. Yeah.
Short form mobile videos. Yeah. Okay, so it's like mine.
Yeah.
Also known as Douyin in China. It's Douyin? Because I've heard of that.
No, it's like literally where all the, like, I thought all those videos of cosplayers like lip syncing to songs and just skits and shit was over and done with, but no, it all moved to TikTok.
I don't even know what Musical.ly is either. I'm so old. What the fuck? What have I been doing? Basically, Carcat cosplayers are lip syncing to your audio. I understand that, but that's crazy. That's crazy. No, because it's crazy to me because I'm hearing this in 2019, right? I'm hearing this in 2019 about shit I probably recorded when I was 18 or 19. And I've never even, I've barely even heard of this social media platform at all. So it's just one of those weird things where it's like, wow, how far did my shit went far. Wow. That's incredible to me. That's honestly, like, that's world shattering to me. See, this is why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to just kind of have an opportunity to say, like, how amazed I am at the way that all of this shit, the way that my life is played out since 2012 has been a fucking adventure. And I'm just sort of an observer to it at this point. Like, I could fucking, like, a bomb could be dropped tomorrow, like, on fucking everything, and, like, I would be fine with that. Or I could die. I could die and everything. You know, I wouldn't be fine with that. I would rather have everyone else go with me. Less problems. I don't want to feel sorry for me. Basically, like, my life is so nuts. My life is so nuts. I've seen so much. I think it's just kind of astounding that anyone who is, like, still young and impressionable, especially in, like, the social climate of America, I think that it's crazy that anyone who's, like, young and impressionable, like, there's this opportunity that is so ever present on the internet to stumble your way into suddenly having a bunch of social pressure and obligation. When you can't ride a bike and don't know how to tie your shoes. Like, fucking, fandom is an astounding thing, and the Homestuck fandom in 2011 and 2012 was ridiculous. And I've never seen any social thing like it ever since. Solar Eyes. I gotta see who the fuck Solar Eyes is now. That's crazy. I gotta hit them up. That's not true. I could tie my shoes, but I couldn't ride a bike. I still can't ride a bike. So, I mean, for whatever that's worth. I had Heelys at the time, though.
Oh my god.
I had Heelys.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a band in Disney parks?
There's a band where?
Disney parks.
Oh, I can see why.
Every time I'd see a kid wearing them, I'd be like, you can't wear those.
Right.
You're gonna get in trouble.
But yeah, I don't want to hear bike horror stories. That's just going to dissuade me from learning to ride a bike eventually.
No.
Oh shit, it's not what I wanted to zoom in on.
I mean, I already told you my story of how I tried to jet ski, but with roller skates off a bike.
Oh boy. Oh my god. So, I was doing music under a different name. I put out an album, then I put out an EP. And I was mostly doing that to get through college. And then, like, I was halfway through. I got this EP done and realized the album would be, like, fucking take way too long to finish. And I was depressed and didn't do anything. Well, I want to. That's not like a thing I'm avoiding. It's just, like, I don't have the opportunity to, like, just ride a bike. I don't have a bike. I can't just go get on a bike and ride.
I'll get you a bike. Let's go get him. Let's go.
I need to learn to drive, too. That's another thing. I should get a moped.
First you need a bike.
I should get a fucking scooter, then I'll have to learn to do neither.
No! One of those razor
Watch me.
No!
I'm a Sagittarius. I use tools to avoid solving problems.
No! It sounds like a fucking Gemini thing. Somebody tells you to do something and you're like, well, I was gonna do it, now I don't want to do it because you told me to.
Well, I'm a Libra rising.
Oh, there you go.
Which means that I'm practically a Gemini.
There you go.
Yeah. Jupiter's in Scorpio, which means I'm a rooster. And my moon is in Virgo. I have a fucking weird personality.
I didn't get my fucking driver's license until I was 19 because my dad kept telling me to get it. I was like, well, I was planning on it.
Yeah, just that, like, when someone, like, tells you, like, oh, you gotta do this thing, it's just like, well,
Especially
I'll put that in my plans on my terms.
Especially when you're a teenager, you're like,
God,
no,
yeah.
I don't want it.
God. But way back, basically, I was a fucking child, back when I, like, got into the Homestuck fandom. I just been, you know, I grew up around music. I'd been doing music forever. I was 18, put out an album, and then, like, put on another thing when I was 19, and then, got, sick of doing that. I was, like, way too sluggish to, like, get to a point where I could, like, finish the album and have it be profitable and have this be, like a regular thing, like a thing I could do. So I realized, like, let's just start putting out releases individually and then figure out what I can do with that. And I did Battle Cry. Was the first thing I did. And this is about just, like, bluffing, like, kind of just, like, being depressed and, like, telling people you're working on shit all the time. And this was where I had no clue what to, like, this was literally, like, I was, using T to record, and I, like, just set a paper down so, like, I wouldn't get tea stains all over my dresser, and then I just kind of, like, knew the name of the song, and then wrote it on the thing, and, like, came up with Chaim Case as an artist name, like, literally then. Like, I wrote Case, and then I wrote Chaim Case, because I realized Case would be hard to search for. And that's, and that's literally, that was the birth of this. This was, oh god. September 9th, 2014. Yeah. Isn't the Rain was pretty depressing, but that was one that I had around before Battle Cry. Battle Cry was, like, something I just, like, did on a whim and got done and was like, well, since I'm doing this, Isn't the Rain is sort of a similar sound, so I'll do that one too. And then, because I'd had, you know, 2 songs that were not Jason Iscariot and didn't have to, like, follow that, then I hit up Kylie for this one song that I was writing for what was going to be, like, a group of musician friends that didn't end up doing it. And then we did When Hell Freezes Over as a duet, and that was super fun. And then I covered Raining in December. And then, so Raining in December I put out New Year's Eve, or I think a couple days before New Year's Eve, maybe, like 2013 or 2014. 2015 started, and in July 2015 there was a bunch of fucking, like, there was a fire in my basement, and, like, there was this whole, like nothing happened. It was this weird nothing happened sort of thing. And it was profoundly meaningful to me because, yeah, this is a fucking, backroom stream. This was, like, a really meaningful event to me because I had, like, I basically tried to overdose on, sleeping pills at the beginning of the year. And I fucked up, and I woke up, and I, like, just felt like shit, and I couldn't, like, I just kind of kept drinking water and, like, not doing anything until, like, it went away, because I was just in this sort of, I was also in this sort of haze of, like, well, what do I do now? And, I decided after that, I decided after that fire, like there is this sense of like, you know, bad shit, like this could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. My dad also came home like right at the time that like the thing like basically right when the fire started. I was asleep. If I hadn't been woken up, you know, I would have been fucking caught in a house fire. Essentially. With smoke at least. Bad smoke. Um and so I could have died, but I didn't. And there was some damage, and we had to have some fucking loud ass HEPA filters, like, clean some air out, and we had to replace a bunch of shit. But it ended up just being nothing. And then we had to continue. And so, like, I wrote this song, Smoke Damage, and then also basically decided, well, like, I guess I'm here. And then, started a Patreon. And that's, and that's basically the 5-song origin story of High End Case. And here we are, since 2014, this will be 5 years. Or 2015, it's been 4 years since I started the Patreon, specifically. And since then, I wrote, you know, Can't Please Them All as, like, a thing to motivate myself. You know, in February, my friend Chris had a fun, crazy story about, you know, someone he met and dated for a very short time, and we sat around and bullshitted like lyric ideas. Machine is pretty deep. It's sort of like just frustration at like a lot of people that sort of came back around, or like I don't know. There was I try to use like mechanical stuff as like synonyms for like just feeling like my brain isn't working right. Feeling like or just not feeling human. Feeling like there's something that people are supposed to be that I'm not. And that machine is about like just kind of feeling like you're alienated and not being respected as like a human by like people who just want shit from you. And when you're a content creator and you're depressed as fuck, you know, it's a feeling that comes up sometimes. As much as you might, like, you know, respect and appreciate your audience, the fact that you have, like, an obligation to keep it up, or else you'll lose your momentum and everything. And, you know, possibly your source of income and all of that. It's stressful. I wasn't even on my own yet, but I was about to be. I wrote Summer's Coming Early when I was about to move to California. I wrote Cold and Hero when I was in California, and I realized it was not totally what it was cracked up to be. I wrote Therianthropy because I saw basically I and myself were like, you know, people's like true colors were showing through around me basically. And then Don't Leave Me Here I actually wrote before I knew I had to move back from California. And it was the first sense sort of that I got when I was packing stuff up, and my friend Andrew, who, you know, has been on stream here before, like I was just like, God, I just put out this song that was just like about Don't Leave Me Here, and it's like all the shit that is fucking, all of the stuff in its lyrics are like relevant to what's happening now. And, you know, that was like a makeshift, like, quick thing. And then, in my friend Chris's guest room on a 12-string guitar that I brought, that I was leaving with him because, I had to fly back and I had to get some stuff shipped back. I wrote Trial Periods. And so it's very hard for me to play this song all the way through because there is just this exact place that I was in my life that, God. There was like, you know, I go back there whenever I play that song for too long. I love Don't Leave Me Here. That song is always so good. Thank you.
Eon's here.
Eon's here. Welcome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this on. Yeah.
Finish your schedule.
God.
I sent it to my Telegram.
What's this? There's a lot of songs I said. There's not a lot of songs I said to traveling, but Leaving Here is one that I could always go to just watch the scenery and just stare at it. Yeah, there's a feeling of like I don't know. I've been afraid of flying for like a while, and like I sort of just got over that to start going to like anime conventions because I was being invited, and those were like the only friends I had really. They were on the internet and far away. Because I'm 5'2" and can't socialize, like, you know. I'd just be at home most of the time. But, like, the loudest sensation that I ever got was whenever I would be in an airport and I would be just another, like, face in the crowd just, like, moving through. And I would just be, like, sitting down and not, you know, nobody around me gives a shit about me. And there's just this feeling of, like, it's a place of transportation. Everyone in an airport has somewhere else to be. And if you just settle in and just, like, look at the scenery and just think, like, I'm here right now. Like, there's just this, like, an alternate universe you can enter into. Where there's, like, just a different set of awarenesses that you have than, like, everyone else in an airport. It's a liminal space. But it's just right there. And nobody's paying attention because they're moving. But that's sort of like the sensation I tried to, like, capture with Don't Leave Me Here. Light pollution, early peaceful scene of driving around the night and looking up at the stars. I'm glad. Oh, by the way, there's a fucking music video. I was gonna, like, play that at the top of the stream and it didn't. Oh well. Go to YouTube and check out the light pollution video. If you wanna. Me and Jared and Madi stood out in the cold for like a couple hours to film that. Listening to Don't Leave Me Here in an airport is trippy. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you've got to have that effect, because I haven't flown since like I got back from California. I think I listened to Don't Leave Me at an airport, like, in that ride back, but I haven't since. So, yeah, no, my last memories of being at an airport, I was listening to that fucking song. Wow. I just haven't had a reason to fly. I've taken a train once. So, I got back and I took a hiatus. And then I took a hiatus and then my momentum died, basically. I came back and I was, trying to finish compiling all the stuff for So Far, which was all of these albums here. And I got sick of it. And basically, I was just like sort of upset at like my own format. And like there was like an album that I wanted to make before High End Case, and I was like, well, what if I just did that? What if I just like took that old, sharp kind of shape in my head and just like chiseled out more things and smoothed it out. And like I was like, you know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this new style. Let's fuck around more. So like Sick of It was sort of like a transitionary period. It was the tipping point of I did one album through Patreon, and I was like, well, I could just fucking do this. I know I'm just gonna fucking do this. But Sick of It was just about, I had been back, I'd been here for a year, and, well, not here, I was, back home for a year, and, I just was anxious all the time and depressed all the time, and I couldn't manage my energy, and nothing fucking made sense, and everything made sense 3 years earlier, and I don't know why the fuck. And so, this is supposed to be like a cross section of a panic attack, basically. I wrote it like a day before we had to play a gig, so it could fill our set when Jared and I had to play an acoustic set. And then we learned it right away, and we were like, oh, fucking it. And it's fun to play, and it's been fun to play since. No Solicitors. Jared literally came down to my basement one time, and he literally just like came down to my basement, and he was like, oh, I wrote a hook, like when I was walking home, and I was like, how does it go? And he's like, I don't think I'm gonna open the door right now, I'm not really down with having visitors. Can ring all you want, but I won't find out what you've been ringing about. No solicitors. It's not that it's just what I do to be rude to Jehovah's Witnesses, but that don't mean you should be thinking I'm giving a damn about what your business is. I don't think I'm gonna open the door right now. And I said, do that again. And you said, alright, I don't think I'm gonna open the door. And so, over the next week, we just sat there bullshitting, instrumental parts back and forth. And then, there, I don't know, some fucking shit happened. I guess I think I got into a fight with my dad. And then, we fucked off to the hookah bar he worked at the time. And sat and, chiseled at, verses for it. While sipping on his fucking custom smoke blend that he had. Have you used No Solicitors? Yeah, it's fucking funny. One of my ex I used to talk to all the time that was sent Self I Can't Keep, said that they thought they accidentally put it on shuffle after the first track because was No Solicitors in fucking, that's the second track, ain't it? I'm trying to put the story together. Yeah. No, they said they thought it was on shuffle because it went to No Solicitors, and they thought they didn't recognize it as me, because it was just fucking different. And then went out of their way to message me No Solicitors is fucking good, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad you like it, glad you like the album. Say So is God, I was mostly thinking of Peter Gabriel kind of 90s sounds and shit. I sort of have a vision of a someone playing the guitar riff with a jib shot around him and a spotlight and fucking it's got grainy VHS old fucking tape looking film and all that. That's just what I see in the song. And this one was basically about relationships that I didn't see, like just kind of relationships, friendships, and communication breakdowns that were happening that I was realizing I sort of just had to take more responsibility for. And like a lot of the work on this one was done like I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. When did this come out? This had to have been October 23rd, 2016. That would make sense, yeah. Imposter was basically it's about imposter syndrome. I've had this song around a while, and let me just play a bit off the top of this.
Slow days, undone checklist, old ways, fun some backlist.
Okay, I think it's in the chorus.
How you got this far, and you don't know who you.
There's that piano thing doing this bouncy like thing, and I reused that later. I just wanted to bring that up. Mistake was just a Donald Trump song. Donald Trump just won the election. I was mad. It's a punk song. It's mostly like ripping off American Idiot. There's not much I can say about that one. Don't Look Down found its way from the last album to the trash and then out of the trash. So interesting. So if you look at the interesting, like, you know, catch up for Hensa, this says. So I met Hensa a couple years ago at a furry convention. And you know, we had like a cool like heart-to-heart talk. And you know, we kept in very, very loose contact over the next few years. But like around the time that was happening, around the time that I'd, you know, started talking to Hensa before we like hung out in person, my friend Casey, who has been on the stream a couple times, was staying with me at my old house because they were couch hopping. That was the whole thing. So, it's 2019, and at the last convention we were at, Casey and Hensa met. Casey has, like, idolized Hensa forever. And, like, now, and, like, got hired, like, right away, and has been, like, helping, you know, helping one of their favorite artists, essentially being apprenticed to, like, one of their favorite artists, who, like, just has gone through similar shit, and we all met just because we're in, like, a weird fringe community. But Don't Look Down is basically about that, how, like, you know, it's crazy how, you know, you can make so many friends, and you can always find support, and you can always find a way to, you know, figure out better situations and find yourself in a better place. And there's gonna be bumps and things aren't, you know, like there's ways to, there's, as long as you're focused on moving up, and just being a good influence on people around you, you're not going to have to worry about slipping, because there will be people there to catch you. So, like, that's just sort of, the general theme of, like, this song and, you know, my fucking story with these people. I swear to God. Like, it's been wholesome. It's been such a wholesome experience. Themes. This one it was born out of a guitar thing that I was just writing for a very long time. I don't know what to say about this. There's some callbacks to other, like, the melody. That actually like references, let's see, is the fucking first two syllables of like 724, and then is from Monsters Nearby. It's from Don't Look Down, which is like a couple songs before it on the album. And so Themes is supposed to sort of represent when you get to a point where your mind is sort of just kind of putting together all of the experiences that happened and trying to like narratize it and make some sort of like justification to yourself for why things could have happened the way that they did. That's sort of that song. I was not really in a good place when I was writing that. Where the fuck was I? Where's Themes? There. So then, I started reaching into some of the stuff from the album that I wanted to do originally, like Monsters Nearby. Monsters Nearby I wrote back in like 2013. I recorded back in 2013. And then like I redid fucking completely when I like last year. 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Almost 2 years. February 15th. Nice. This is a song. Minecraft. Yeah. Back when I wrote it, I most of my social life was playing Minecraft with furries. So, hey. I just grew up on this shit. It's not like I'm trying to do anything. Like, I'm just literally, like, you have to admit, like, I don't know. Like, I'm a nerd kid who played Minecraft and then grew up and started making content. I'm not like one of these fucking Let's Players that's trying to, like, make fucking Minecraft money. No. I played Minecraft when I was, like, a teenager. Backup plan I've had in mind forever. This is one of my favorite songs. Some days I'd rather dun 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 run had been in my mind since I started doing High Case. God. That was what I always saw when I was 11. Peak combo. Minecraft furry Homestuck. I'm just all around trash. You can drag me to your goddamn recycle bin, and then someone's gonna yell at you because I don't belong there. Okay. Spring cleaning. That one I also had around forever. I actually did a fucking, like, vlog about that one. Oh my god! It's Dude.
Dude.
Welcome.
Dude.
I'm just talking about this music. Okay, so the old version of Spring Cleaning is so different.
I've been cleaning up the show. I found them not too long ago. So I'm cleaning out the closets. Spring cleaning. 'Cause it's around that time of year. Can't be skimping on deposits. Spring cleaning. So I've been doing what I can around here. You can take me back a decade.
Sorry. Never mind.
What?
I was saying I was watching the video, and then because I normally listen to like the old version or something.
Yeah.
I watched the video. I was like, why are they so different? And then later I listened to the first version you put up, and I was like, what the fuck? Is this the same song?
It's I added a percussion track.
No, it's so different.
I added a percussion track and changed the bass line.
It's so different.
Here's the thing. Sometimes I shut down all of the like, oh yeah, none of my old shit's available. I like the original version of Spring Cleaning. I like both versions of Spring Cleaning. It's one of that's a rare one where I can actually go back to the old one and actually like jam to it, because it's got such like a different vibe. But I also like the album version because I wanted it to be more mad. Because it's supposed to sound like a 3-minute fake smile. It's supposed to sound like I'm supposed to be happy about this, but I feel like I've wasted so much time. But that's essentially that's spring cleaning. It's like I should have gotten around to this a long time ago. Sorry, I'm crunchy. Same song, two feels. Yeah. This is the blue and pink one. Then there's the fucking gold, sage, and navy one. Days also had been around a while. Days had been around a while. I took a lot of Vicodin in high school. It's just what that song's about. And I took a lot of Vicodin when I got back from California too. Shit. I was on painkillers. Painkillers are my drug. I was a Robitussin and painkillers kid. I don't do uppers. People talk to me about Adderall and I get afraid. Okay. Daydreamer has a fucking interesting story behind it. I will see you around, Eon. Go have fun streaming furries.
Yeah. I gotta do that.
We all gotta do that eventually. In case you were doing so on, I'm so proud. Thank you. Daydreamer, thank you for coming to the stream. Daydreamer was kind of one of the first songs where I actually started to write more about spirituality, and this was sort of like this is like, baby's search for God kind of like fucking lyrics here. That's all this is. I remember thinking it's Thursday, but it's actually Friday, and then you run into 3 people who have the same problem, and they're like, what the hell is that? What happened to Thursday? Prayer can work, but don't pray to fall in love. The universe has to contort a lot to make that happen and things go haywire. Yeah, that's a reference to a thing that, like, recently happened to me. And then there's a joke right at the beginning. I never read into star signs, and then it plays a riff from an astrocartographer, which is something that only people who've followed me, like, for a while would know about. 8 Julys is a reference to 724 and Turnaround from an album I put out a long ass time ago and took down. And it basically had like a part that had shown up on, like, this part had shown up on We Mars, like the main right at the beginning here. This was right at the beginning of We Mars, in the intermission of We Mars before Sleep, which is the next song on the album, at least. It wasn't here. The next one was Ships and Bottles, which I did with Kylie. And that one I've been working on since around before Say So. I've been trying to duet it with people, and I'd asked like 3 different people, and it like just didn't work. And this song almost felt like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because every time I almost was ready to record Ships and Bottles, I couldn't. And so I'd be sitting here practicing the song, like, that's literally saying, like, all these things I'm dreaming are never gonna fucking happen. And then eventually that song came out, and that curse was lifted. Hideout was supposed to be a Jekyll and Hyde song, and then I realized the lyrics went really good with the fucking riff that I've been playing for 10 years, and it goes like... And so I made the song sound like fucking Nickelback or 90s Metallica, just to, be able to justify using that riff and these lyrics in context with each other. But Hideout's another song I'm like, I like jam to on my own. Know Me Yet. This song is also old. This song is, 2013, 2014. You can judge a book by its cover, but you can't always tell me how it's bound. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Hideout is another song I used to introduce some old friends. Wow. Yeah, Hideout, Hideout and, Hideout Machine, No Solicitors. Like, there's one EP that I'm gonna do this year that's going to be all of that style. Basically, I've been fucking around with different styles for like 3 years, and now I'm gonna be doing characters that kind of have each of those styles. Then I did Sleep. Sleep. This song was note by note, beat by beat, charted out in a Guitar Pro tablature file in 2012. And it is recorded. Not a damn thing was changed. I think maybe like two of the words. I recorded a very short form of this back when it came to my head. I was like fucking sick, I had a fever dream. And I was laying on my bed, I was like kind of passing in and out of sleep. I was sort of afraid I would die if I fell asleep. Cause like I had like 103, 105 or some shit fever. Like it was, not like it was bad. I had like strep throat. Like originally I got over strep throat, and like I kind of just like popped out of my sleep coma to, or my fever coma, to just write down a bunch of fucking lyrics. It was before finals and I was feeling like shit. Sleep blew up with Homestuck, holy fuck. Oh yeah, totally. That was crazy. And it was around the time that I was like known as like as a car cat, so that was fun. I'm glad people read that into that. Really, I think when I was 13, I was going around arguing with people in chat rooms about how God's fake. So I understood the archetype, and I guess like a lot of it was just that people, a lot of the ways that I would express shit sort of fit that archetype, I guess. And I rolled with it because that was a fun character at the time. But this was crazy when we got all of the voices from like, Patreon VIPs in. Holy shit. Like I cried. No, because I dreamt of something like that, and then and it happened, and I cried. Like, that song came such a long way. Sleep is my favorite song. I will never write a better song than Sleep. I will never write a better song than Sleep. If you're expecting me to top Sleep ever, you can go. I'm changing genres, so I don't have to face that challenge anymore. I'm a Sagittarius, I use tools to avoid solving problems.
I actually remember listening to the remade Sleep and getting emotional.
I get emotional every time I fucking listen to that song.
There's a violin that came in that made me go, ha!
Ha! Ha! Yeah, Mari did that violin.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god. Case is a car cat, Kenny. Shut the fuck up. Car cat is a me reference. You have no idea.
I haven't been around that long either. I've been around like 3 years.
I've been around longer than Homestuck. I've been case longer than Homestuck. No, I haven't been case longer than Homestuck, but I've been around longer than Homestuck. I've been doing shit. No, that's not true. Hussy wrote me into existence. I was not around before Homestuck. I didn't exist.
Yeah.
Carcat is a case, Kenny.
Yeah!
Absolutely.
That's it. That's it.
So Light Pollution was a song that was like a couple years old that Jared and I just sort of Like, we both had chord progressions that had the same strumming pattern, and then we just started playing them at each other, and it sounded like this.
One more.
And I like that. So we wrote a song over it. And there's a video for that that's out now. I might just, at the end of this, like, if I have to go use the bathroom or something, I might just, like, play it. But Light Pollution was basically, you know, I moved back, and I was in this small town again, and I kind of just had to be okay with that. I kind of just had to find a way to be okay with being small. And so, like, with this, you know, the video also is about... also, Henso was a fucking patron by the time this song came out, which is crazy to me. That's insane to me. Oh my god, yeah, no, by the start of this album, there were a lot of fucking top patrons. God. I'm so sorry that everyone's in such a shitty situation, because, like, I know half of those people. Anyway. You know, this song is basically being able to look at your surroundings and find the things that you're... Like, you're never gonna be in a perfect scenario. You're always gonna have things that are, like, wrong or not perfect. And so sometimes you just have to choose how to see things. And so, like, the idea... Like, the video kind of explores the idea of, like, if you squint at streetlights, they look like constellations. And this is sort of that vibe, like, kind of as above, so below in either direction. Like, being sick of living in a city, but having to be okay with it. Karkat lives in everyone. I prefer not... I mean... I hope not. God, I hope not. Here and Now. This song was, a demo that I basically had to recycle. It says I'm sending out... Okay. Oh, it just skips frames sometimes. Whatever. I had a bunch of stuff I had to recycle, and, there was just... I got done with stuff I can't keep, and then I had this feeling of, like, oh shit, I'm free. I can just... Wait, Karkat is the sun. Yeah. Are we talking about... Are we talking about Karkat being the second coming of Jesus Christ?
Oh no, here we go.
Why is that part of the story? Why is that part of Homestuck? Why is Karkat the second coming of Jesus Christ?
I don't know.
That's, like... Like, Homestuck's backstory roots itself in some very strange places. Cankry is the Holy Spirit. Just doesn't shut up. Used to test sound quality. Ooh, that's fun. Building speakers from scratch. That's crazy. But Here and Now was it was one of the first songs I recorded with the 12 string. It's basically the only thing significant about it. That's not true. Andrew was here to help shoot the video, and this is actually a picture that he took. And that was really fun, because it was basically like a tour to Kenosha. There's also a video for Here and Now, by the way.
The video made me want to move here.
Yeah, that video made my partner want to move here. So I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I did a tourism ad for Kenosha at the right time. Perfect. Good on me.
Good on you.
Good on you for wanting to move here. God. Who knew the second coming of Christ would be an angry gremlin who shouts slurs at people? Every sinner has a... Wait. No, every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. I love Carcat Vontas, everything he represents. What a good shit kid. Why are we talking about Carcat? God, it's unavoidable. I get to sleep and all of a sudden, like, fucking 5 songs later, we're talking about Carcat still. God. Or how many songs later? 2. Here and Now is a really fun video to shoot. Human was just a song idea I had for a while because I'd sort of just been coming, you know, I did spring cleaning and I had and I've been, you know, getting more involved in the queer community, and then I sort of got disillusioned by a lot of the queer community because I feel like a lot of people were focused just too much on labels and what words meant and not like about, you know, the fucking human experience that was going on underneath all of this and trying to understand it. And I sort of get frustrated at people's perspectives and, you know, the values that people put into things like identity. Not that I don't think it has value, but I just think, you know, I think some people are fucked up about what things they choose to identify with. And, like, there's the Buddhist notion that literally anything you choose to identify with is stupid. But I think, you know, like, you can't have any structure in your life if you don't fucking hold yourself, like, akin to some kind of like, abstract concept. Like...
Don't start the human thing again.
Huh?
Alex just said, yes.
Don't
human.
start the human... Ah! I'm sorry, I keep seeing my shit clip. I'm sorry. Let me,
It's all my fault.
hang on. Instead of me changing my behavior, you're gonna turn the threshold on this.
I made my
So now when I... Ah!